this morning. It's been a really exciting couple of days leading up to this. I know a lot of fans of Bulgarian cricket throughout the last couple of years due to the couple of series that we've had here so far. And of course, the international side have been ever present on the network over the last recent years as well. But again, it's a real pleasure to be here bringing you the action over the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a real fun tournament. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing a few names come back into the frame of things. We've seen a lot of talent on show over the last couple of years. Last year, of course, we struggled due to that weather. But it's looking like, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be okay for the first few days at least, and we'll see how we go about things. You can see that's where we are. That's where we're going to be playing our cricket over the next 2 weeks here in Sofia. It's a really, really nice ground to be playing some cricket at. You can see that the surrounding areas, if you're in those flats, you've got a nice little view of what's going on, but it's been a real good early start to the day. Up nice and early, but it's all worthwhile when you hopefully get to see some really nice cricket. And I'm sure that's exactly what we're going to see here over the next 2 weeks. It's been a real excellent build-up, and a man who's going to be very much enjoying, and I'm looking forward to joining him in the commentary box in the next 2 years. Rico Fool joins me. It's going to be an interesting 2 weeks, isn't it, Rico?
Yes, yes. Good morning to you, Charlie. It's great to be here, and it's great that we're going to spend some time together. Finally, it's been a long wait. I know we did that half a match, didn't we, in Cardiff at the European Cricket League, but looking forward to this. And I think you know as well as I do that last year, I mean, with 50% of the matches being, well, we can't really say washed out. They were snowed out, weren't they, for most of it. We were. We'll take you through the first ball, but also, first of all, we want to go and see what the result is from the coin toss. And it's a great pleasure to have Ian Ramage here with us as the tournament referee. Let's join him with the two captains for the all-important coin toss.
When you go. Heads has been called. It's come down tails, so you've won the toss.
I'll bat first.
Okay, toss has been won by Academic, who will bat first. And now we'll go to Charlie and Rico for the start of the match.
Very much, Ian. A very good morning to everyone tuning in all around the world, whether it be on the ECN European Cricket Network YouTube channel or on Fancode out in India. Very good morning to everyone and welcome to Sofia. And yes, that's right, Rico made the little flight over from Austria yesterday evening, and he's managed to join us here in time for some enjoyable cricket. This is what we've got coming up there. Match number one, match one of 60, ladies and gentlemen. Academic MU Sofia taking on MU Plovdiv. Couple of recognisable names in there, but again, it's also going to be interesting to see how these teams go about things here this morning. It's been a really exciting couple of days leading up to this. I know a lot of fans of Bulgarian cricket throughout the last couple of years due to the couple of series that we've had here so far. And of course, the international side have been ever present on the network over the last recent years as well. But again, it's a real pleasure to be here bringing you the action over the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a real fun tournament. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing a few names come back into the frame of things. We've seen a lot of talent on show over the last couple of years. Last year, of course, we struggled due to that weather. But it's looking like, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be okay for the first few days at least, and we'll see how we go about things. You can see that's where we are. That's where we're going to be playing our cricket over the next 2 weeks here in Sofia. It's a really nice ground to be playing some cricket at. You can see that the surrounding areas, if you're in those flats, you've got a nice little view of what's going on.
A little bit where the wicketkeeper would be as well. I think that's smart. I think that's sensible. That certainly would give the bowlers the confidence to be running in and doing their work. Nice to see that the players are now taking the field of play out, and well, we will get ready to start. So just remind you, Sofia will be batting first in this first match, and I really do hope that this series is going to be similar to the first time that I was here in Bulgaria, where we saw stat loads of runs.
Yeah, no, it's hopefully going to be a reminiscence of that, as of course there's some big names, some international cricketers on show that play a lot of cricket for the national side in all of these teams. But it's yeah, it's going to be really good fun, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm glad to see that they put that sort of green matting out. I think, you know, 2 weeks is a long time. It's a lot of cricket to be played on one pitch, and of course that's why we use the AstroTurf, because it's easy to keep in form and in shape. But it makes life a lot easier. And of course, any sign of rain, well, hopefully there isn't any sign of rain, but you just don't know. It's the joys of the European continent, I guess. But it looks as if we're almost set to get things underway here in Bulgaria. Of course, we've got 2 weeks of ECS cricket, and then that's followed up by some internationals at the end of the fortnight as well. So that's going to be really fun. Looks as if it's going to be Mohammed Sufyan, the skipper for Plovdiv, is going to take the first over. Certainly looking forward to what is set to be an exhilarating first 2 weeks of cricket. Here we go then.
Yeah, nice start. Just works his around to it now. Going to be interesting, Charlie, to see that part of the ground. Myself and Vinny Sandu, who's now on vacation, so enjoy your break, Vinny. We call that part the vortex because the number of balls that race into that area is quite incredible. One thing that people will notice very quickly about this ground is that the straight boundaries on either side are pretty short. I mean, we normally have boundaries around 50 metres all the way around. I think these straight ones are probably more, what do you reckon, around about the 45?
Yeah, they're certainly looking like they're a lot less than 50, that's for sure. But yeah, that vortex down there, that typical dab down to third man, it's classic in European cricket at the moment.
Yeah, Aswad Khan off the mark straight away. Well, this is quite short and certainly will be called as one for the over. And I think if the batter chose to leave it, it may have probably been called a wide, but they take two. It really was banged in, this one by Sufyan. Yeah, and he does well to reach it.
It really lifted up. It was a very short ball. Of course, maybe just testing the fact he's not wearing a helmet, but it's a good start. Good bit of a calm and collected into the leg side, but just looks as if Sufyan's not liking that green matting. That could be something to think about over the next 2 weeks.
It's going to take getting used to, isn't it? Because let's hit the wall on that after this one. That's a better delivery. It's fuller. And look at this outfield. Watch this go. Look, it's rolling all the way to the boundary. And this is what I was talking about when I said to you, I hope that we're going to see a stat load of runs this time around. Last year, because it was muddy, it was soggy, you were getting stuck in it, people were sliding all around in it. This year, I'm hoping, if this weather stays as it is, we're going to see a lot of that. I mean, that was just a gentle nudge, and it's gone all the way.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if we can get some real reward for some nice-looking cricket shots along the ground. This time shorter and lofted. It's an opportunity. Don't think it's going to have the legs. It might take a couple of bounces, but no surprise that it plugs down at that deep mid-wicket region and will just be a single. Yeah, it looks as if it's really damp down in that corner. If you go for the aerial, it looks as if it's just going to plug. Yeah,
I mean, it is damp. I mean, balls will plug as well. This is a gundy ball. It's short. And this will roll. Will the fielder get there? And then a great effort. Well, how about that? 10 out of 10 for the dive from the fielder. Really tries to get there, does Shiv Patel. But he can't. Cautious to Kitty Kafi, but Joka lag yep, but not a good delivery, Charlie.
Yep, gets the treatment it deserves, and it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy over so far from Sufyan. Had a couple of loose deliveries, probably just trying to get himself used to the conditions. But at the moment, it's a good first over for Plovdiv here.
That's a better delivery, and that's where he needs to be. Yeah, just going back to that man, as that is the end of the over, and 12 come off it, is, I suppose you're probably used to, I mean, most bowlers, you're used to running on a hard surface. You can feel the ground sort of, I don't know, sort of vibrating upwards as you're charging in. Here, it's like, well, it's like you're running on a shag pile, isn't it? Because it's pretty soft underneath. You're on a carpet, so you're probably not feeling right. You're probably not getting your good balance. And I think that's what the issues are going to be. So bowlers are going to have to get used to it. Thing is, though, is like we say, you know, wherever you play, you're going to get different conditions, different pitches, different outfields. It's going to be the same for all the sides. So, yeah, it's going to take a bit of adjusting, but I think teams will adjust to it pretty well. As the new bowler, Faizan Rahman, bowls the next over. And he's well pitched up. That's a good delivery. He squeezes it through. And nice work there behind the stumps from the keeper.
Yeah, good first delivery. That no loosener from Rahman. This one right up in the block hole. It says, I'm not worried about this carpet. I'm just going to get it right up in the corridor of uncertainty. And it's a good start for Rahman. But of course, big man missing out for Plovdiv is Saim Hussain, top run scorer last year. He's a big miss, of course, with the gloves as well, but also at the top of the order.
This one has scored a wide. Good morning to our men in black. There's umpire Paulson out there. He's also got umpire Gassara, who's at third, and umpire Ivan, who we've seen over the years here